Okay, imagine this. You walk into a crime scene and you see the body of your mentor, the man who trained you, just
Okay.
gone. And then imagine the killer left a message specifically for you.
That's intense. That's straight from 25 Alive, right?
That-
James Patterson and Maxine Padero. Book 25, Women's Murder Club.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we're really unpacking why this thriller, why it doesn't just grab you, but why it genuinely hits hard.
Yeah, it's, fascinating how they keep doing it. Patterson and Petro, they blend that personal grief, the high-octane crime stuff, and those really strong female friendships the series is built on.
Right.
So our mission today really is to show you the specific things that make 25 Alive stand out, even 25 books in.
And it does not waste a second. Seriously, it pulls you right in. The story kicks off, bam, with this shocking discovery. Former police chief Warren Jacoby, found dead, Golden Gate Park. And for the main character, homicide detective Lindsay Boxer, well, this isn't just a case, it's incredibly personal.
He was her mentor.
Her mentor, yeah. The guy who basically shaped her whole career. Feels like family. You get that weight, that desperate need for answers right from the very first page.
And it's not just that initial shock, is it? What's really chilling is, like you said, the killer isn't finished.
No.
A whole string of murders starts popping up across the West Coast, and every single clue, every little piece points straight back to Lindsay.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's not just about catching some random bad guy. This is deeply, scarily personal for her. It feels like a direct challenge. And to stop it, she absolutely needs her team.
The Women's Murder Club.
The full power of the Women's Murder Club, exactly.
And that team dynamic, that's such a huge part of why these books work so well, I think.
Totally agree.
You've got Claire, right, medical examiner, super no-nonsense. Her forensic work often just cracks the case wide open.
The details matter there.
Then there's Yuki. She's the fierce ADA, the assistant district attorney. And she's not just dealing with this mess, she's juggling like cartel chaos and courtroom drama too. She's right there at that messy intersection of law and, well, justice.
A lot on her plate.
A ton. And Cindy, the reporter who always seems to know a bit too much, maybe for her own safety.
Oh, right, yeah.
She connects dots that, others might miss. And then Lindsay herself. In this one, she's haunted, she's laser-focused, but also dangerously close to crossing lines she swore she'd never cross.
Yeah, she's pushed right to the absolute brink. It really blurs those lines of what's right, what's necessary.
Exactly.
And it's because characters like Lindsay are pushed to those emotional extremes that 25 Alive just becomes such a wild ride.
It really is.
Patterson's style, those short, punchy chapters, sometimes people just see it as fast-paced. But here, I think it brilliantly amps up Lindsay's growing dread.
Oh, definitely.
Each chapter break, it's like a mini cliffhanger almost. It forces you to keep turning the page, which mirrors Lindsay's own urgency, the relentless chase she's caught in.
Yeah, it's not just speed for speed's sake.
No, it feels like it's mirroring her state of mind, her desperation.
Yeah.
You feel it with her.
I absolutely felt that. I was completely glued to the page, like you said. But beyond just the pace and the high personal stakes, this book digs into some really interesting themes. It makes you ask, what does justice actually mean when the system itself feels like it might be failing?
That's a big question.
And how far would you really go? How far is too far to protect the people you love? There's this moment Lindsay faces, a choice that it challenges her core principles, makes you question if by the book is always the right or maybe the only moral path, especially when loved ones are on the line.
And that brings up a really important point for you, the reader. The book, it doesn't pull punches showing let's say, the uglier side of the justice system sometimes. It forces Lindsay and her friends to grapple with some tough ethical spots.
Right.
It's not just solve the crime, it's wrestling with these gray areas.
Yeah.
What's really cool is how it works for everyone, longtime fans. They'll probably find this one of the most emotional, highest stakes books yet.
I agree.
But new readers,
Right.
honestly, it's written so well, so character-focused, you can jump right in here at book 25 and not feel totally lost.
That's impressive for a long series.
It is. The short chapters, the big twists, and that ending really packs a punch. It all combines for something that kind of sticks with you.
So, wrapping this up, what does it all mean for you listening? 25 Alive, it's definitely more than just your average crime thriller. It's an intense, really emotionally charged journey. Puts these characters you might already love through the absolute ringer. Makes you question boundaries, motivations.
Yeah, and forces you to confront what loyalty and justice really truly mean. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. When you're facing, devastating personal loss, and maybe the system feels like it's letting you down. What does justice demand then?
And how far would you go?
How far would you go to protect the people you love? It's a powerful set of questions, definitely worth thinking about long after you finish the book.